Hi, we'll be learning about gray whale migration for theme today. We'll need your All About Gray Whales books and a pencil for doing some writing. And you might want a marker we'll draw in the migration route of the gray whales on our map. So I'm going to use a marker for that. So you might want to do that so it just stands out in color from the black and white map. So I'm going to first start by reading to you a little bit about the gray whale migration. And it says up here, migration map. And I'll read to you this page. So get a little comfy and you can just listen along. Gray whales swim 10,000 to 13,000 miles each year on their round trip migration. Let's remember that that's an important fact that we'll want to make sure we include. So they migrate 10,000 to 13,000 miles. We can just remember in our head 10,000, okay? They migrate 10,000 miles each year on their round trip migration. Calves are born. Calves like a cow? No, you're right. Baby gray whales are called calves. Calves are born in the winter in warm southern waters. Most calves are born in the waters of Baja California, a peninsula in Mexico. Some gray whale calves are born in Southern California Bight. In the spring, the gray whales leave their winter calving grounds. They swim north along the coast all the way to the Bering Sea and the Chukchi Sea between Alaska and Russia. In these cool northern waters, the whales find plenty of krill, amphipods, and other small organisms to eat all summer long. Come autumn, the gray whales swim south down the coast to Southern California and Mexico. So I want to show you here that you can see they start out way up here and they come along here and all the way down here. Okay. And this is where they have their calves. And then they head back up here. Okay. So let's work on this page together. So let me share. Let's do, the first thing we'll do is we'll add the journey onto our page. So here's, my camera's all out of whack here. There we go. I started by putting 2 dots, and I want you to put those 2 dots on your page too. So here's our map. Remember, we live somewhere right around in here. Okay. So like right in here is where we live. Let's put a little dot there. And what I want to show you is that this is where they are in the summer. They come up here and then they travel down along here and around in here. Remember, they stay close to the shore, right? And down to there. And then this is during the winter and it's warm down here. This is where they have their calves and then they head back up. That's hard to see. Let me do it with my marker. So start up here. So you look at this land here and see how it has this bump. You're just going to go up a little bit from that bump to put your first dot. And then see this little peninsula that comes out down here. You're just going to go a little bit over from that for your second dot. And then when you draw your line, you're going to kind of follow the coast, follow the edge of the land. Like this is land, and then water's in between. Okay, and that's their journey. And their journey is about 10,000 miles. Remember, we learned their journey could be 10,000 to 13,000 miles. Okay, now when we do a fact about migration, the 2 important things to know about migration is we'll want to know how far do they travel and why are they traveling that far? So do you remember how far they travel? About 10,000 miles. And why are they making that journey? What do they do? And why do they leave the waters up north and head south? What do they do down here? They have their calves, right? They have calves down here. Okay, so we're going to want to write a fact that combines those. So here's what I came up with. And if you want to write this in a different way from me, that's okay too. These are the facts that I thought of. I wrote, they migrate 10,000 miles to have calves. And that includes both of those important facts that we want to put on this page. So you can copy that or you can write it in your own way too. If you want to say 10,000 to 13,000 miles, you can do that. But let's go ahead and write either this or write your own if you want to. I'm going to write this one. They is T-H-E-Y. They. And then I'll leave a meatball space. And I'm going to write migrate. M-I-G-R. Migrate. Magic E. They migrate. And here's the number 10,000. It's a 10. And then this little sideways smile, which is right by the line, and that's called a comma. 3 more zeros. That means 1,000. 10,000 miles. M-I-L-E-S. They migrate 10,000 miles to have, H-A-V-E. That's a little bit. There you go. To have, and then we'll do calves, which is this last word, calves. C-A-L-V-E-S, and then a period. Okay, I'm going to take this one away so you can just see this one. And if you want to pause the screen to keep looking at this so you can keep writing it, go ahead. This is it for today. If you want to color the land in green and the water blue, you can do that, or you can leave it just like this. Okay, that's our migration page. It's amazing. It's the longest migration of any mammal. Yep, that's amazing. Amazing. And remember, they're doing this to have a warm, safe place to have their babies, right? To have their calves. It's amazing the things that animals do to make sure that their species survive. And they want to make sure that they can have babies and that those babies can survive so that their population of gray whales continues to grow and stay a plentiful, healthy population. Okay, so go ahead, pause me and finish this if you need to. Otherwise, I'm going to say goodbye. See you later, everyone.